Hello again, Ian Stokey with Mastermind Games, back for more Blackstone Fortress, this time painting the Black Legionnaires Chaos Space Marines. Rosy skin 09068. So, the name is kind of odd because in the Blackstone Fortress game they're just Chaos Space Marines, but in the data sheets for Warhammer 40,000 they are referred to as Black Legionnaires. In any case, they are just standard Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines, from the Black Legion. Although in the Warhammer 40,000 datasheets, they have rules that let them be used as their own special unit. And only he's showing any flesh, and I'm going with a funny skin tone again. And now, do I want to go that route? Let's do it this way. 09089 Cloudy Gray. No, not this way. Had to think for a minute how I was going to do this. 09088 Stormy Gray. Yeah, now it is a full-fledged blizzard out there, so that's what I'm dealing with today. Denver's really getting pounded, as is Cheyenne. So, yeah. So, getting the body glove and parts of the bolt gun, but I'll probably go back over it and pick out some other details later. This is the other unit where there were leftover parts. In this case, the head. This sculpt is looking to his right. The other one that has a helmet on is looking to the left. And they are armed with bolt guns, bolt pistols, frag grenades, and crack grenades. And I'll call that good and take care of the same details on the other mod before moving on. Next up, Pure Black 09037. I know these are primed in black already, but so make sure I get a uniform color that'll work well with the paint I put over it. So, there's also a much richer black than the primer, so. And there's a nice detail on the front. Unfortunately, it's obscured by the bolt gun. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and switch to a different brush. This is a bit too small for what I need to do right now. Better. That wind is still very much howling, angry. So I won't be doing any hand-painted iconography on these guys because there's already plenty of Black Legion iconography all over them already. Be careful around the grip of the pistol and the grenades. Probably pick out other colors. Or rather, other colors in the backpack. It's already going to have nice trim on their armor. Nice corrupted looking gold trim. I'm trying to focus on one portion at a time. I didn't have as many assembly problems with these guys as I did so many of the other models. The push to fit thing, just... I get why Games Workshop decided to do that for this set, but there are certain limitations with push to fit that wouldn't have happened on a model designed their normal way. It's a nice solid coat of black, so I'll get the other model while that dries and move on in a bit. Okay, 09197 old bronze. And this is just going on the bolt shells in the magazine. Go ahead and get the other one. I suppose I can. No, I'm gonna have to wait a minute and let that dry completely. Okay, Ancient Bronze 09049. Alright, so, okay. Going to do these panels here, I think. Going for a corrupted gold look. And I want to get the iconography on the back. These claw protrusions. So yeah, kind of dangerous to travel outside, so it's a great day to stay in and paint. That one's on the back. I'll get that there. Start on the trim on the armor. So, the Black Legion was originally known as the Luna Wolves while it was still under the command of War Master, well, also under command of Horus, the Primarch. And after Horus was proclaimed War Master by the Emperor, they were renamed the Sons of Horus and retained that title until the end of the Horus heresy after Horus's death, when his second-in-command, Abaddon the Despoiler, renamed them the Black Legion. I'm going to redo them after Horus's failure this. That noise outside is likely a plow truck handling some of the snow, but there is a lot of it out there. That's cloth. There's the two-man squad rules in the little mini codex. State they can only be taken with Obsidious Malix. They're kind of his bodyguards, so they're special like that. That has too much water in it. Let's try again. And this is the symbol of the Black Legion, the all-seeing eye of Horus, which is still used. And many of the Chaos Space Marines that fought during the heresy are still in existence. Hiding out in the warp has some benefits, but they prey on each other even more than they go out to prey on the forces of the Imperium. Live a lifestyle of raiding and scavenging, attacking targets of opportunity as they come up. And of course, Abaddon playing the long game. You have the Chaos Space Marines, their biggest victory with smashing Cadia, and now he's going after a Vigilus. There is some interpretation as where to start and stop certain details. These Black Legionnaires definitely have more trim than the Ultramarines. Definitely more interesting details. At least in terms of sculpted details. That's good for the trim. Now this, go ahead and do this mostly obscured chaos symbol in the gold as well. Looks good. Now the bolt gun has a screaming mouth on it. There's another effect of the warp. War gear will change in dramatic ways and mutate of its own accord, even fusing to the body of the wielder. Okay, that's pretty good. apply that to the other one and move on. What the? It was disappointing. Something happened with my camera, and nearly every single one of those frames I just shot got dropped. So that sucks. So this is antique gold, or no. Yeah, antique, or ancient bronze 09049. So we'll just do the other one. So this is the trim. I have no idea what actually stuck around from all that and what got dropped. So I was talking about the Black Legion, their history. They were originally called the Luna Wolves. And then after their Primarch Horus was appointed War Master, their name was changed to the Sons of Horus. And after his fall, the end of the Horus Heresy, Abaddon the Despoiler changed their name to the Black Legion and began rebuilding their shattered reputation. They have seen recent victory with the opening of the Cicatrix Maledict. What is it? Cicatrix Maledictum, I believe, is the correct pronunciation, but regardless, as well as the destruction of Cadia. And currently Abaddon has his sights set on the world of Vigilus, which, if he... I can't remember what I just said there. Abaddon gets Vigilus. The Imperium is in deep trouble, because that is one of two stable routes through the warp right now, and if Vigilus falls, well, there's only one. The Imperium's probably going to crash with it. Now, plot armor aside anyway. But I've been wanting to do Chaos Space Marines for a while. These are the first I've done. But I don't know exactly when I'll be building up that army, but I do have one Chaos Space Marine model that is not part of the Blackstone Fortress set. You'll see who he is eventually, because I don't know when I want to paint him up yet. So let's make certain. Okay, still getting drop frames, but not nearly. Basically, that last section was the entire clip, almost all of it, and that is just aggravating. So I'll just get the trim here. I went ahead and left that mangled clip in just because. It's not like I get another shot at this anyway, not without spending weeks stripping the paint, possibly ruining detail, so... Where does water come from? Let's try that out. So I can get this leg done right. Okay, might have done the leg wrong on the other one. It's okay, I'll get it fixed. Alright. There. That's got the details, at least the gold done, so move on in a minute. Alright. Oiled leather 09110. Well, to avoid any other disasters, we can get this done. 2, yeah, just, excuse me, 2 base coats left, so if my equipment will play nice, that'll be easy to get done. Little pouch here, a couple of belts. And of course the holster for the bolt pistol. Let's see here. Well, that's got it. So I'll hit the other one and then get the last coat. Right, 09002 deep red. You know what? Before I do this, I'm going to put a little more of that gold color on his mask here, just so he matches his villainous brother a little bit better. Just going up to there. Bit too much paint in the grill. Don't want to obscure that. Now taking that red. There's some cloth here. The Black Legion is one of the biggest Chaos War bands and has absorbed many smaller ones over the millennia since the end of the Horus Heresy. Bit too much paint right there. Okay. Well, touch up that back here a little bit, but that is base coats. So once that's dry, I can shade and go from there. Red brick 09001. This is the first shade. So I'll need a little more than that to get both models. About half paint, half water. Speaking of water, it looks like I might have gotten way too much in that Vox grill there, so let's use a little water and try to see if I can patch that up a bit. That's, it'll have to do. You gotta make sure your paints are thinned out thoroughly enough, or else it'll clog up detail. Just blowing the excess out of that hole. Okay, as soon as I've taken care of the other model, I'll move on to the next shade. Okay, 09109 Ruddy leather. And the red's still drying, but this is far enough away from it. I can take care of this now as well. Somehow managed to cold cock my camera. Not quite sure how either, but that bled a bit. It'll be okay. That's gonna. get shaded with a metallic black when I hit that. And that's all there is on that one. Hit the other one, and then as soon as that's all dry, I can start on the gold, I think. Okay, now for the gold. Scorched metal 09125. I'm playing this right. This should give a nice corrupt look. Hopefully this doesn't start dropping every other frame. Okay. Just getting paranoid about that frame thing. Especially after what happened when I tried doing the trim on this model. A little more. Yeah, that's all I expect. It looks like there is arch channels here, so I'll just try to fill those in as best I can. Looks like this part was actually supposed to be black, and I kind of misinterpreted it on the other model. That should be easy enough to fix, though. Okay. Alright, that's got one. I'll take care of the other now. Okay. Pure black 09037. Thinning this out a little more than usual. Put a little of a screaming mouth there. Okay, and I'll take care of that. So let's see. Yeah, just let that sit for a bit. Let me pull that out of the shell casing there. Once that's dry, move on to the next. Okay, Adamantium Black 09124. There'll only be one more set of shading after this, so just about done with that. This is a metallic black. Still kind of experimenting, but based on what I did with the Rogue Psychers in the last video, this should do what I want it to do. Have to be careful around the finer details of the helmet here. Okay, so alright, good on the frame so far. I've been paranoid about that since that dropping incident. Okay. Yeah, the snow looks like it's stopped, but the wind's getting worse, so there's that. Or I should say the snow stopped for now. This weather simply is. There's nothing I can do about it, so there's no sense getting stressed about it. It's going to do whatever it's going to do. All I can do is just deal with it. That hit the gold. Okay, that's got it fixed. My frames. My setup for this recording is kind of awkward because I have my computer behind me. There's no other way with the physical configuration of my studio to deal with, to do any other configuration right now. I think I just slaughtered the English language there. See if I can avoid doing that in the future. Trying to get this to flow in between the points on the Eye of Horus iconography on the shoulder here. I'll put it inside to that. When it comes to highlighting, I won't bother to highlight the interior of the eye, but okay. Alright, that just leaves the boots, and I did touch up the right one earlier while I was waiting on some of this to dry, so that's fixed what it should be. really starting to howl again. Alright. Keep my brush nice and wet during this. Just have to be patient. And while this is kind of tedious, it's worth it to get it right. So it takes however long it takes. Don't give yourself a time limit. Okay, that's good. That's drying. I'll take care of the other one while it does that. Okay, aged pewter 09196. The black isn't completely dry, but it's dry enough to do what I need to do. So hit the magazine. Same on the other one. And then I'm going to use Rainy Gray 09038. So another variant shade on the Rosy skin here. The Rosy skin triad is really good for pigs, as in the farm animal, but looks a little odd on people, but it's a good base for weird skin colors that you want to look uncomfortable or inhuman or ill. Okay. And I'm going to have to let that dry before I start on eyes and lighting. Well, actually, let's see how this is looking. Yeah, pure white 09039. I can start on his eyes since they'll be lit. I'll just get the other one's eyes in a second. Once all that's dried up, and I can start that detail. Dot in. Okay. Once all this is dry, I can finish up. Alright. Ruby Red 09101. This is starting to get a little dry, but I can work with it. Okay. Just about there. Okay. Pure white 09039. Get this marine's eyes. Oh, or let's get it started, and that happened. This is literally the first thing I'm doing in the morning, so I haven't gotten through my coffee yet. Okay, carefully dotting in the white. Just a little more. I'll just need a few minutes to dry, and then I can put in the pupils and start the highlighting and detailing. Pure black 09037. Just a little dot is more than enough. Slowly getting pupils. And then barrels on the firearms. Although I don't know if that would, or if bolters are technically firearms or not, since they fire miniaturized rockets, but I'll actually start highlighting. Uh-oh, dropped a brush. Rosy highlight 09069. We just need a tiny amount of that. Rubbing out most of the paint on a paper towel. And, you know, there's so much. Yeah, it'll work. Getting a little scrambled. Tarnished brass 09198. Like I said, a little scrambled. It's still early in the morning. There's the brush I want. And cloudy gray 09089. Not too much of this. So I'll just go ahead and get both guys. Okay. Now here's one of the experiments. Sparkling blue 09104. The gunmetal blue on the Rogue Cyclers didn't work quite like I had hoped. So let's see if this does the trick. Not too bad. Get the other one and move on in a minute. Up next, Antique Gold 09050. So, using that sparkling blue kinda works, but not quite like I had initially hoped, so I might have to try to experiment again. It doesn't look bad, but it's not quite what I was hoping for. That happens, you just have to experiment until you get what you want. I just realized I missed the grenades, so I'll have to go back and take care of that. Don't have to do any iconography because it's already done. Sculpted details are great, but not every model has them. Now this color pattern's about right for the corrupted gold though, so that's great. Okay, we'll touch up stuff and get the other guy and move on. Okay, burnt orange 09111. These last two will only take a short amount of time, so I'll just do both models on camera here real quick. Yep. And blood red is 09003. Let's get him in camera, make sure he stays there. Hopefully focus on the model and not my hand. And now a flat brush in pure black 09037 again. Get the bases lined. And this is just slightly easier with a flat. It can be done with a round brush too. It's just a matter of convenience since I happen to have one on hand. But round brushes are most suitable to most details. So okay. Once that's dry, I can base it and finish up. Base. Time to base. White glue and water. Sacrificial brush. And for basic material, like on all the other Blackstone Fortress models, I'm using a combination of fine, medium, and coarse talus or rock debris. And painting around the feet. Dip it in your material. And taking a separate brush that is dry, just going to push away from any areas I don't want it at, but it looks like I lucked out in this case, so apply to the other one, give that a chance to set for 20-30 minutes or so, and I can seal. Alright, last step, using a sprayer brush on adhesive. I use scenic cement. Just carefully drip around the base. And if you don't give it time to set first, this will just push your material around and make gaps. And just carefully drip it on. If you get it on you like I just did, make sure to wash up quick. This stuff itches for some reason. And that is, well, aside from taking care of that little drip that got on the edge there, that is it. Black Legionnaires Chaos Space Marines from Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress. Only one left. That's the big bad himself, which I'll be getting to sooner rather than later. So until then, I am Ian Stuckey with Mastermind Games, signing out.